Hi everybody, Dr. Suneel Dhand, internal medicine physician with Common Sense COVID Doctor. There's one thing that has been happening since the beginning of the pandemic, which I have found very annoying and frustrating as it pertains to the behavior of some physicians when they're online or sometimes even in media interviews, albeit a minority but enough to be noticed. And that is the attitude that you have to beat people over the head into almost submission to quote unquote get COVID compliance. You see these statements everywhere. We can only open this restaurant or business when you do this. We can only start treating other hospitalized patients once you comply with this measure. If you don't do this, then you will die alone and on a ventilator. And even just the other week, I kid you not, this is for real. There was a group of physicians, sizable group, who were debating whether or not we should refuse treatment to people who don't wear masks. Seriously, what I would say to any doctor who is engaging in that debate is, have you ever heard of the Hippocratic Oath? I mean, we treat murderers, we treat rapists, we treat terrorists. When prisoners come into the hospital surrounded by prison guards, we still go in there and do our job. That's what we do. We don't refuse treatment to people based on their behavior when it comes to COVID any more than we would for, say, a smoker or someone who goes out on a motorcycle just because we think that behavior is dangerous. This has to stop. I'm all for education, gentle persuasion when it comes to getting people to comply and change behaviors. That is always the best strategy. Beating people into submission doesn't work. I can't think of anyone, even the most stupid person that I know, that wants to deliberately infect their grandmother with a virus. And underlying all of this, if you haven't already realized, it's really the virus that is in control and not us at this stage. As much as it would be great to say human beings can control it, seriously, look around you. Different states, different countries with vastly different strategies are all struggling right now, from the United States to Europe, all the way to the Far East. Countries like Japan, which are known for discipline, are really struggling to cope right now with COVID. It's really the virus that is in control, and all we can do is our best to mitigate risk. What I would say then to any doctor who keeps on going with this strategy of beating people over the head with threats and trying to get them into submission to change their behaviors or comply with COVID restrictions, it's the wrong strategy. Knock it off.